The night felt different in Los Angeles. Too quiet, too still, like the air itself was holding its breath. Inside a sprawling hillside mansion, lights glowed softly through floor-to-ceiling windows, casting long shadows across marble floors. It was supposed to be just another evening for Rihanna, or as the world lovingly called her, Riri. But nothing about this night would be ordinary. She sat curled up on the edge of a velvet couch, her phone resting in her hand, unread messages piling up. Her mind was somewhere else, specifically on ASAP Rocky. Earlier that day, everything had felt normal. They had laughed over breakfast, exchanged playful glances, even talked about future plans in that dreamy half-serious way couples do when everything feels right. There was no sign, no warning, nothing to prepare her for what was coming. Then the announcement dropped. It didn't come from him. It came from the internet. A headline, a viral post, a storm of notifications. ASAP Rocky announces shocking career move and major life decision. Fans stunned. At first, Rihanna thought it was just another rumor, the kind she'd seen 1,000 times. But then she clicked and everything changed. Rocky had posted a video. Calm, composed, almost too calm. In it, he spoke about stepping away, not just from music, but from everything: touring, public appearances, even collaborations. "I need to find myself again," he said in the video. "This isn't about anyone else. It's about me." Those words echoed in her mind like a haunting melody. Not about anyone else. But how could it not be? Rihanna's chest tightened. Her fingers trembled slightly as she replayed the clip. Once, twice, 3 times, each time hoping she had misunderstood something, anything. But the message stayed the same. And what hurt the most? He hadn't told her. Tears welled up in her eyes, blurring the screen. She tried to blink them away, but they came faster now. Hot, unstoppable. Her breathing grew uneven as the reality began to sink in. "How could you not tell me?" she whispered into the silence. The room suddenly felt colder. Memories flooded in. Late-night studio sessions, whispered conversations about building an empire together, dreams of balancing love and legacy. They had always been a team. Or at least that's what she believed. Her phone buzzed again. Another notification. Another headline. Another reminder that the world knew before she did. That was the breaking point. Rihanna dropped the phone onto the couch as her composure shattered. She buried her face in her hands, shoulders shaking as the tears finally took over. Not the quiet kind, the kind you can hide. No, this was different. This was raw. This was heartbreak mixed with confusion. This was Riri sobbing uncontrollably, trying to make sense of a reality that no longer felt familiar. Across the city, paparazzi were already speculating. Fans were debating. Social media was on fire, but none of them could see this moment, the real moment. The pain behind the headlines. The silence between two people who once shared everything. Hours passed. The night grew deeper and still no call. No message from Rocky. Rihanna slowly lifted her head, eyes red, cheeks stained with tears. There was a shift in her expression now. Subtle but powerful. The kind of look that comes when pain starts turning into something else. Clarity, because beneath the sadness, one question kept rising. If he could make a decision this big without her, what did that say about where they truly stood? She stood up, walking slowly toward the window overlooking the glowing city below. For a moment, she just stared out, lost in thought, caught between love and reality. Then quietly but firmly, she spoke to herself. "I deserve to be included." Not surprised. Her voice didn't shake this time. And just like that, something inside her began to change. The tears didn't stop completely, but they softened, became quieter, more controlled. Because this wasn't just a moment of heartbreak. It was a turning point. Somewhere out there, ASAP Rocky was on his own journey, chasing whatever peace he believed he needed. But inside that mansion in Los Angeles, Rihanna was beginning a journey of her own. One where she would no longer wait for answers. One where she would demand clarity, and one where, no matter how much it hurt, she would choose herself. Because even icons have breaking points. And sometimes the strongest women are the ones who cry, stand up, and rise. Anyway, the room was filled with laughter just moments before everything changed. Rihanna, or Riri as the world lovingly calls her, had been glowing all evening, her presence lighting up the entire space. Beside her stood ASAP Rocky, calm, stylish, and unreadable as always. To anyone watching, they were the perfect picture. Love, power, and unshakable chemistry. But beneath that polished surface, something was off. It started subtly. Rocky's energy shifted. His usual playful smirk faded into something heavier, something serious. Riri noticed immediately. She always did. Her eyes locked onto him, searching for answers before he even spoke. "Rocky, what is it?" she asked softly, her voice carrying just enough concern to quiet the room around them. He hesitated. That hesitation alone was enough to send a wave of unease through her chest. "I didn't want to do this like this," he finally said, his tone low. "But I can't keep it in anymore." Silence. The kind of silence that feels loud. Riri's heart began to race. Her mind ran through 1,000 possibilities in seconds, but none of them prepared her for what came next. "I got an offer," Rocky continued. "A massive one. Something that changes everything." Riri blinked. "What kind of offer?" He took a deep breath. "A global move, new projects, new life, but it means I'd have to be away for a long time." The words hit her like a storm. "Away," she repeated, barely above a whisper. Rocky nodded slowly. "Not just tours or short trips. I'm talking months, maybe more. Different continents, new commitments. This is the biggest opportunity of my career." The room disappeared for Riri. All she could hear was the echo of his words. "Away. For months, maybe more." Her lips parted, but no words came out at first. The emotion rose too fast, too strong. "So, where do I fit in all this?" she finally asked, her voice trembling despite her effort to stay composed.